No, sir.
You don't have?
No, I actually understand this theorem because I feel like it's quite easy for me to.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. You understood the one that says angle in a semicircle is a right angle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You also understood that the one at the center is twice the one on the circumference.
Yes, sir.
You also understood that angles in the same segment are always equal.
Yes, sir.
You understood that angles on a straight line will always sum to 180.
Yes, sir.
And you agree with me that every angle at a point will always sum to 360.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have finished these six questions now. So I come up with more questions. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Any angle in a semicircle is a angle 90. Is it not true?
Yes, sir.
You can agree with me that this line AB is a diameter. Why? It is passing at the center. Can't you see that from A and from B, lines were drawn to form angle C? Automatically, this angle C is equal to 90. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Therefore, if you agree that this place is 90, for you to find that angle B, as they mentioned, angle B plus 90 plus 29 is equal to 180. What is my reason? Sum of angles in a triangle. Every triangle, if you plus all the angles inside it, it must be 180. You have heard about this theorem before, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Even from elementary school, it is done. So B plus 90 plus 29 is going to give us 119 equal to 180. Remember the reason why I equated to 180, because it is a triangle and the three triangles must not be more than 180 or less than 180, but exactly 180. So now it will now be 180 subtract 119, which is equal to 61 degrees. Okay, that is it. So what they want us to write here, work out. Can you see work out? That workout is what we have done here. We have shown the workings, and our answer is 61 degrees. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is a typical question that you can see, and if you look at it, it's not a calculator question. You don't need calculator to do it. Just for you to apply the sum of angles in a triangle. That is, see, I applied two theorems here. Do you know the two theorems? One, I applied the theory that says angle in a semicircle is what? A right angle. To know that the angle at C must be 90. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
That is the theory. Without you knowing that theory, that is the wonderful part of this circle geometry. You must know theorems. Without you knowing that angle in a semicircle, and that is why they even told you that this place is letter O. And they cut this line to prove to you that it is a diameter. Take note of all these points, silent points, that AB is diameter. How do you know it is diameter? They cut the line at the center. They put letter O at the center. That information alone is why you will conclude that if the two lines are drawn from that two ends to form another angle on C, which is the circumference, that place must be 90. And the moment you come inside a triangle, you have already known two. One is 29, the other one is 90. Now, asking you to find the third one must be summing the three to equate to 180. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that explains question number one. I picked this question from Corbett Mathematics. That is where I picked the question from. All right. Let's go to the next one. So I want you to give it a trial. This one. What do you have to say? It says ABC are 3 points on the circumference. You see, we have mentioned the meaning of circumference. On the circumference of another circle. And the center is O. What does center mean? O. They always use letter O to indicate center. Therefore, what is the angle what? ACB, which means you are finding this place. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So what theory will you apply? And what will be your answer?
Um, where the angle is subtended at the center, and the answer would be 56 degrees.
Yes, you are very correct. So the full theory is angle subtended at the center is twice the angle at the remaining part of the circumference. Once you see the one at the center, it is times 2 of the one on the circumference. So this place C is your circumference. And because center is given to you, you divide the center by 2 to get what you got. You understand? 2 into 11 will give us 5. Remember 1 into 12 is 6. So your answer is very accurate. Anywhere you go, that is the answer. It doesn't have 2 answers. It is application of those theorems. Assuming now this 56 is given to you at C, and you are looking for A, O, B, you now do times 56 times 2. Do you get it?
Yes.
So that is how it works. All right. So next question. Can you try on this one? That you should find DAB. DAB. Angle DAB. That is what they said you should find. So I want you to try it. DAB. That is what they want you to find. And it goes with what we have done this night.
The answer is 118 degrees.
Can you tell me how you got your answer? Assuming the question say, state your reason.
Because the opposite angles have to be supplementary.
Excellent. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Why? You see that thing I was explaining earlier. Watch out. A is on the circumference. B is on the circumference. C is on the circumference. D is on the circumference. Automatically, this B plus D must be equal to 180. Do you understand? And the A plus C must also be equal to what? 180. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So what they ask you, tell me what you got as your answer. Tell me
I got 118 degrees.
118 degrees is correct. That means 62 plus DAB. That is how you state it in the exam. You write it like this. Okay? Now, therefore, DAB, you are using their own value, their own letters. Subtract 62 will now be equal to 118. By the time you have put it like this, they know that you know what you are doing. And when the question comes back and say, give reason. Are you getting me? Give reason. What you do is simply come here and write opposite angle. That thing you stated. Opposite angles, sum to what? Or you say opposite angles are supplementary. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Do you understand? So you put it inside the bracket. I hope that makes sense. Now look at the question B. Find the size of angle ABC. So you can see it is still going in line to what we have covered today. So give me the answer for the second part, the B part.
85 degrees.
85 degrees. And that is still the same application. So they are just testing your mind. All these questions, I took them from Corbett. So maybe by next time, I will solve small questions from that math genie you mentioned. We bring more questions from across different platforms. We solve them, world-class questions. Then we pick from GCSE and then solve. Look at this question. What do you have to say about it? It said the circle with center O has a point or has points A, B, and C on the circumference. Then we are given that ABC is equal to 20 degrees. And the question has asked you, what is the size of this angle BAC. So what do you have to say?
Um, Angles in a semicircle are 90 degrees, so C would be 90 degrees.
Excellent. That is it. You can see it. Remember that question we did today where I told you no value was given. But what will give you the answer is knowing the theorems, isn't it?
Yes.
That is similar to this question now that we picked. Now, so your answer as 90 degrees, angle BA. Okay, you have not actually found your A.
Oh yeah, you have to apply two theorems. So um triangles add up to 180 degrees. So you have to do no, first you have to do 90 plus 20, which is 110. And
Okay,
then you do 180 minus 110, which is 70 degrees.
excellent. So your answer is correct. So this place is 70 degrees because they told us that here is what? 20. Your theory said that here is 90 and your solving said that here is 70. When you add the three of them, definitely you will still get 180, obeying the theory of sum of angles in a triangle, isn't it?
Yes.
So here is another one. They are looking
Um,
for find x, the size of ACD. ACD. Okay, what do you have to say?
it's gonna be 50 degrees.
50 degrees is correct. Back it up with reason. What do you have to say? Angles in the same segment. Do you understand?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Look at here now. Look at this place. Let me use a unique color. Look at this place. Can you see that line? That line is a chord. Line AD is a chord. From A to D, from the end of A of that line of that chord AD, you formed angle X at C. From the same ends of A and D, you formed angle B. Okay? Therefore, it is called angles in the same segment. Whatever that is in this angle here, must that angle B should also be in angle C because the same chord AD were used to form the two angles. We call it angles in the same segment. Do you understand? That is your reason. Once you write this now in exam and then write your answer as equal to 50, if it is 2 marks, they will give you 2 marks. If it is 3 marks, they will give you 3 marks. But if it is 2 marks and you write this and there is interest on reason stated in the question, then they will not give you the full mark until that reason part is included. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
All right. You can see now, you are now getting the basics of that circle. It is theory driven. Theory driven. Once you understand theorems, you will always excel. You always excel. There are more theorems when the angles begins to get complicated. But you can't finish everything in one session. It's a gradual process. Now look at this. Can you try this one? What do you think should be the answer? They say fine, write down the value of W, straight to the point.
90 degrees.
That is the answer. Angle in a semicircle is your reason. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Angle in a semicircle is your reason. Okay, so look at this one now, this particular one. So can you find out the value of x in this question? It is here. What will be the value of x in it? The value of x. I hope you are working it out.
Yes. It's going to be 64 degrees.
What did he say?
64 degrees.
64 is correct because what actually you are meant to do is to add them. Simply write for them. If they say work it out, you work. You just write x plus 116 is equal to 180. Opposite angles, assuming they said reason, without asking you to find reason. You may not bother yourself in exam condition writing this. But when reason is required, put it. And if it is a theory question, always put the reason. Don't solve without reason. Opposite angles in a cyclic quad. Okay. So once you put that reason, you now say x is equal to 180 subtract 116, which is 64 degrees. Very beautiful. Okay. Okay. I think it's time for you to ask me questions generally based on the ones we have covered so that we can summarize today's lesson.
No, sir. I actually don't have any questions. I understand.
Okay, beautiful. So can you give me the answer to this question here? This. You can see it.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. So what do you have to say about that?
The answer will be 44 degrees.
44 degrees. Okay, 44 degrees. Okay, so you can see now, you have started applying the theorems. Look at this one. So your answer is correct for that 44 degrees, which is a half the center is equal to the circumference. That is what that means. Half Z is equal to 88 divided by 2, and that is 44 degrees. Angle at center twice the circumference. Now look at the one down. What do you have to say about this? Yeah. He said, work out the value of letter Y.
12 degrees.
12 degrees, okay, I have to confirm it. If your answer is 12, then we work it together to see if it's correct. So you said 12. Let's see. Y equal to 12 degrees. So what we are going to do, since here, angle in the same segment are equal. So if here is 57, here also is meant to be 57. Therefore, you are now going to have 57 plus 78 plus y equal to 180. Sum of angles in a triangle. Therefore, you add the two of them together. Okay? So when I add 78 plus 57, 78 plus 57, 57, will give me 114. 114 plus y is equal to 180. So y is 180, subtract 114. And when we subtract 180 from it, that is going to give us 66. Okay, so the right answer is 66 degrees. Ask me a question.
I see where I went wrong.
Okay, so that is it. So it is a triangle there. That one that moved like this. Sorry, move like this. It's a triangle. So since they told us that here, or gave us that here is 78, and you use a theorem to confirm that here also should be 57, applying angles in the same segment. Why? Because this place now is a chord. PS is a chord. So that PS was used to form angle R, was also used to form angle Q. Therefore, you have now justified making angle Q 57, meaning that you now got two angles known in the triangle. You apply sum of angles in a triangle. So the last one is this. After this, we will conclude for today. So give it a trial. I think we have worked very well today. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For 25 degrees.
25. Okay, let's look at it together and see if that is the answer. You are looking for the value of x, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. So, and they say that this is a kite. Okay. See, first and foremost, you can see that that line EG is a diameter by this guy being here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Automatically here is what? 90. Here also is 90. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Now that we have known that, using angle in a semicircle, I want to put a darker color. So angle in a semicircle is 90. This will now going to tell us that here now is going to be 90 subtract 65, which is going to give us 25. So this place now is 25 degrees. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Automatically, in a kite, just know this: opposite angles are always equal. So if here is 25, x also is going to be 25. If here is 65, this place also is going to be 65. So your answer, x equal to 25, is correct. Is it okay? Okay. So the value of x is 25. You can see the proof. So the other corner is 25. The left corner also will be 25. Just as the right corner on the top at E is 65, the other side will also be 65. If you plus all of them now, it is going to give you a total of 360. Sorry, you are raising up your hand.
So I did it a different way.
Okay. Go ahead.
I knew that D would be 90 degrees.
Okay.
So then I did 90 plus 65 and it gave me 155. And then I did 180 minus 155 and it gave me 25 degrees.
That is correct. That is sum of angles in a triangle, isn't it?
Yes.
Actually,
na mbụ agwara m mmadụ si